They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball player.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins from the gun on third. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Bears defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
P.J. Williams with a pick. The 20. Flop. And they will score. A pick 6 for Bears touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage of what's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up the...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Cousins now on 2nd down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Cousins now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Fields on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
You look at this Bears defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 25.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Dobbins going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Seven, 7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
K.J. Osborne,
His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, Monday.
Herbert once more. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Fields. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 50, here's Fields. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Fields. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. To throw is Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 17-yard line.
Behind!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Quickly to Addison here.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Cousins.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here, complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Amazing how Jefferson makes first downs like that look routine, isn't it? He's off to the greatest start by a receiver in NFL history. Set records for most catches and yards in a player's first 3 seasons and led the league in both last year.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At their 48-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Cousins to throw it.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cousins. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Good route there.
Cousins on first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cousins again. And this is caught inside the 5. he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll run with Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Completes this to Addison out left. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison from 3 yards out. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bears 10. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for him so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Don't jump. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Extend.
Throwing again is Fields. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
Oh, look at the juke. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach a point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jordan Addison
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is up to 18 now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Go.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
A beautiful fake.
And this will be a Bears first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Fields.
Flushed out right. That is caught by Herbert. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to throw. Fields. That'll be caught. It's Scott.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert powering up the middle.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Oh, is he aptly named, because he certainly loves to hunt down quarterbacks. Hunter, one of the best pass rushers in the league when he's healthy. He wants to get back to double-digit sacks here in 2023.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get him back over a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Cousins.
Open man is Osborne.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here comes third down at 7.
To throw, Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now it's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On play action, Fields.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here's a give to Herbert.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Another carry for Herbert on second down.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
A give left side here for Herbert.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
To throw is Fields.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing. Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go,
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Hey, Ken.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing, Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here we go. Good.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
All right.
Off play action, Fields.
Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Here we go.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Here's Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Go.
They snap it to Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Santos with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Dobbins.
They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there. But they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal from very short range.
Trying the power game with Ham. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Cousins.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. That late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, this undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Fields now to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap and again to Dalvin. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Another run here with Dobbins.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 9. Here's Dobbins.
Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph.
This to perhaps salt this one away. Short distance kick missed, no good, way wide to the right, and this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
He'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's first down. And one last throw here for Fields.
He's going to get this one in. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this will go out of bounds. How about that for an ending? Wild finish. Came down to